What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about a few different horror topics in this video here today. We'll be talking about M3GAN 2.0, The Black Phone 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and we'll be talking about Nightmare on Elm Street very briefly. All of this, for the most part, is going to be coming off of Universal Blumhouse's presentation last night during CinemaCon, where they showcased their upcoming slate. So starting off here with M3GAN 2.0, this is the footage that was shown to those in attendance. Shout out to Discussing Film for another great summary of this footage, but it says Violet McGraw and a trope of M3GAN flash mobbers dance to Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again to premiere the first trailer for M3GAN 2.0 to CinemaCon attendees. The trailer opens on M3GAN's AI consciousness being put into a harmless doll by Allison Williams' character Gemma. It is revealed that the initial code for M3GAN has been stolen and been made into Amelia, who is played by Ivana Sackno, scoop confirmed, who is on a murder spree to kill all who were involved in the development of M3GAN. Gemma is forced to team up with her attacker and give M3GAN an upgrade in order to stop the threat of Amelia on her family and friends. The trailer's tone is much wackier than the previous film, taking itself less seriously and just having fun with the concept of two diva murder bots pitted against each other. M3GAN returns faster, stronger, taller, and even shown to have her own in-universe mega stands. As the trailer hilariously states, it's this bitch versus that bitch. The most extreme shot of the movie is M3GAN squirrel suit skydiving down a canyon. Now, obviously, this sounds like a very campy time. Sounds like it's, again, leaning way more on the comedy like I was trying to tell people. And I will state this, there is still a very big twist in the mix related to Amelia. So keep that in mind as you're waiting to watch this film. They were putting all this hype around Amelia, but there's something else in the mix here that probably is worse than Amelia. That's all I will say. So what do you think about this footage description? Are you looking forward to M3GAN 2.0? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. They did show footage from Soulmate, but I have something in the works related to Soulmate, so I'm not going to talk about that just yet. But I want to know what you all thought about the M3GAN 2.0 trailer description that is out there, because I know there are some fans of the M3GAN film series, I guess we can say at this point, who are looking forward to this sequel. You've already embraced that it's going down the T2 route and that it's going to be more campier, lighthearted. You like that and you're looking forward to it. So we'll see what comes of this. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about here is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, this teaser actually dropped online after it was shown at CinemaCon, I believe. But the description from Discussing Film states, Jason Blum took the stage at CinemaCon in full costume as Freddy Fazbear as Five Nights at Freddy's 2 filled the stage. Blum announced that the film will be released exclusively in theaters before showing an exclusive short teaser. The footage opens on a narrator welcoming audiences back to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, showing brief glimpses of a carnival setting. We are reintroduced to Josh Hutcherson's character Mike talking to Elizabeth Lyle's Vanessa. Mike is warned by Vanessa that the animatronics are back, and this time they are on the loose and can appear anywhere in public. The footage is mostly brief, but we are importantly shown the Balloon Boy animatronic as well as a final tease of the new shiny toy Freddy walking alone in the middle of busy fairground amongst children and the public. Now, from what I saw of that, this lines up with all the rumors that were being sent my way. Shout out to everyone who had been sending me Five Nights at Freddy's 2 stuff over the past several months. Didn't want to make any videos on it just because I just wanted to play the waiting game with that particular project. It's not one of the more exciting films I'm looking forward to this year. But yes, it lines up with stuff I was being sent my way. I will admit it does look scarier. It looks far more entertaining. It looks far more engaging. It looks like it could be far more compelling than that original film. Big emphasis on the it does look scarier part though. I feel like that original film really dropped the ball at capturing the terror that really can be felt when playing those games. And I would hope to see some of that terror sprinkled all throughout this sequel. Yes, I get that some of the fans of the franchise are younger. I get that. But this is gateway horror. Let it be a little bit darker in tone. It doesn't have to be the most brutal movie out there, but just be scary in tone. That first one was lacking that. And of course, not just that, have better writing, have better performances. My fingers are crossed for this to be better. I want it to be better, so that way I can enjoy this far more than I enjoyed that original. Now, let's talk about Nightmare on Elm Street really quick, because this does coincide with how I want to end talking about the Black Phone. So, yesterday during that same Hollywood Reporter interview, the New Line boss was asked about a new Nightmare on Elm Street film coming our way. And they basically just reiterated what we've been hearing for the past couple of years at this point. They're hopeful for it, but it's a tricky situation due to the rights situation, which I believe still involves the Craven estate. And that was the gist of what we got. It would be great to see Freddy Krueger back in some capacity and see kids' dreams being invaded by a demon one more time, played by Robert Englund, preferably for many of us. I won't necessarily throw myself in that boat. I'm just saying, I know many people would prefer that be Robert Englund back in the makeup with the iconic voice, the iconic laugh, just stalking teens once again in their dreams. People would love to see that. But I believe that if you were to bring Nightmare on Elm Street back at this point, we need to start vetting someone who can take up the mantle from Robert. Don't bring Robert Englund back full throttle as Freddy Krueger again. Robert Englund is self-aware enough to know that he is not up to do this anymore, and you need to stop being lazy and find somebody who can just replace him. Nobody can put on the character as good as he can, I'm certain of that, but that's just also the thing. Stop trying to emulate and be Robert Englund. Be your own thing. You can be good as Freddy Krueger. People can embrace your iteration of Freddy Krueger. Maybe I won't be one of those people, but you can unlock Freddy Krueger for a whole new generation. Yes, you might be leaving older generations behind, but so what? The future is inevitable. Let the future carry on the franchise. Just find somebody suitable. Write a coherent narrative, something scary, something back in the swing of what Elm Street was prior to going wacky with those last couple of movies, and just scare audiences one last time, or not one last time, but probably for a whole nother decade, if you will, if it's successful enough. But that takes me to the Black Phone 2, because there was footage shown last night at CinemaCon confirming what they are doing to bring the grabber back. And they are doing exactly what I had theorized. For those of you who have been listening to some of my updates on the Black Phone 2, you'll remember this theory, but let me get into the description. It says here, the CinemaCon attendees were first to see the footage from Scott Derrickson's The Black Phone 2. The exclusive reel starts with a bleak vibe with a slow version of Alice in Chains, the rooster playing, a child is being chased through the snow, and what looks like a grainy lo-fi footage. As the child's terrified face flashes on the screen, it lingers even through the next image. Finney appears to be living a sullen life as his sister Gwen is having strange visions. The repeated images of an out-of-order Black Phone and Gwen at summer camp build to a reveal as the Black Phone rings. The grabber is hanging around in the afterlife, out to make their life a living hell. The rest of the footage is pure nightmare fuel. There's a striking image of the grabber ice skating towards the camera in slow motion. It appears the grabber has a special connection with Gwen, managing to somehow get a hold of her from spinning her around in rapid succession as Finney appears to see that image in a phone booth. Without a doubt, it looks even more terrifying than the first movie, given its stronger supernatural elements. The reason this is so important to me is because I had theorized that seems like what they would do. Instead of them trying to do a prequel, they're going to lean further into those supernatural elements. We were already being shown that there's an afterlife world in this universe. Why not just make the grabber now a part of that? So the grabber has ascended, if you will, into being a demonic demon in the afterlife. It sounds like he's gotten powers too, and this is Blumhouse's way, like I had theorized, because we know they had been trying to get Nightmare on Elm Street. They're saying, hey, we can't get Freddy, we're gonna just create our own Freddy for a new generation, and that's what the grabber will be. I do wonder though, will this be a hindrance on us getting a new Nightmare on Elm Street film anytime soon? Because this is very similar to what you can see transpiring with Freddy Krueger. It's very Freddy Krueger inspired, and it's a genius direction for Scott Derrickson to take with the Black Phone. But what do you guys think about all of this stuff? Let me know what you believe about all of this stuff down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notification, and never miss a video. In the description, I'll have links to all my social media accounts. I am on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there, of course. Let me know any movies, news, or reviews you'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.